This is a topic that Bobby and I are both passionate about. So we've talked so much, but I want to now add something which is a bit more psychological. If it's okay, but I want to still add it. In episode number 7, we talked about constructivism. And in constructivism, as the name suggests, constructivism means that you construct meaning of events around you based on the experiences you have today.
Mm.
Up till now. So you know how you said that sometimes you look at certain topics or certain documents, but it just goes over you because you haven't had those experiences which were required to understand this. And then you work for 5 years and then you read the same document or watch the same movie, and you go, wow, I now get the message. What I mean, I got the message then too, but I got a different message. And today I got a different message. Why? It's not that the movie changed or the document changed, and literally it's the same text, but you've changed in the last 5 years. So now let's say you've got a staff member who's 40 years old, let's say, and a staff member who's 20 years old. So there's an experiential gap of 20 years. And in a discussion, you may not be able to break that experiential gap. So that means a 20-year-old. So even when you give the the most the best advice, and you thought that your advice was clear, your instruction was absolutely clear, simple to follow, but maybe the person who 20 years old, and I'm not saying that it has to be one way or the other. I'm going to give you another example of 20-year-old later. But so in this example, let's say a 40-year-old who has been working for 20 years in after school care gives an advice, clear advice, to someone who is, this is his first month, 20-year-old. It may still go over the head because they can't construct the meaning. And when you think that, oh, this is not good performance, this was such an easy thing to say to follow, but you didn't follow. Maybe it wasn't easy. Maybe it was just
Yeah.
not that easy. And if you want to see it the other way happening, let the 20-year-old sit down with Instagram and how magical social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever that may be. You sit down and let them show to a 40 or 60 or 70-year-old person. The 20-year-old would say, this is so easy, granddad. Can't you understand? Or this is so easy, daddy, mom, or whatever. And they're like, wow, my kid seems to find social media so easy, but I can't. So it goes both ways because you haven't lived that experience. And I say that because Simone, the girl who looks after my socials now, she's so good with Instagram stories and the post. Sorry, it takes me 2 hours, but it takes me 10 minutes to do it.
Yeah.
And she gives me all the advice I need, but I can't understand it. So if she was to assess my performance, I would fail.
Yeah.
So it's very important that we understand that people construct what they hear from us in their own way. So the word which you kept saying to me, and you've said like a couple of times, Bobby, and I want to bring that word back, feedback. That is,
Mm.
if I tell you something, I should not assume that you understood it. I should say, hey, Bobby, so what's your feedback on that? Right? And I have this habit, even in my sessions online or face to face, that I say, oh, so what do you think about that? So I ask that question because I have made it a habit now. Because when Bobby responds to that, I know if Bobby and I are on the same page or not. And I go, oh, no, Bobby, that's not what I meant. Sorry, let me say it again. I meant, blah, blah, blah. What do you think about that now? And unless you have taken the feedback from your staff members of your own instruction, please do not assume that they've gotten the training.